So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 12, Dida, il numero 9, Fabio Cannavaro, il numero 80, Ronaldinho, il numero 10, Ribéry.
So that's got things underway. Ribéry in with the challenge, and the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get... Oh, shooting chance! This looks... and he's following up! Well, now and it's come back out to him. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
And Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a really well-measured ball. Milan finding their passes. And he's managed to get rid. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Threads one in. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Costa Curta. Played out to the right. Leris. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ribéry. So what can they make of this? And he's forced to go back. Now Costa Corta. Davids. Rabiot. Aldair. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Deftly out wide. And it's Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Such good technique.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Ribery really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Tries to pass it through. Big chance, corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro. Now Davids. And it's Rabiot. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Now it's Nzola.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Crunching tackle. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. And Zola is onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Pisa clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a very good run. Now it's Thuram. Thuram's cross. And he's there to get it away. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nzola distributed tidily. Chance here to counter. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Header comes in! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And he cuts out the supply. Sanmiro aimed beyond the defence. Now Davids. Ribery. Turns back here, probably the best option. Costa Corta. And it's Davids. That's Rabiot. Played out towards the right wing. Sanmiro. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Leiris. Akinsanmero. Oh, that's a fine interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Ronaldinho. Now it's Turan. That ball looks a good one. Del Piero! It's bounced back off the post. Leiris. Akinsanmero. Can he get on the end of this? Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Played back in. That's a good ball out wide. And he's straight offside. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And here's Unsola. Shevchenko goes steaming forward. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now this could be a chance.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Surely now! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Davids. And it's Ribery. Looking for options for movement. Cirque climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! First blood drawn! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Cambio di giocatori.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
No, it's come to nothing.
Pisa really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, such a clever touch. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And here's Shevchenko, picked out brilliantly. And here's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Akinsanmiro, and he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gets a good foot in there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's good play.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He slings it in. And that's been won straight back. Tries to play it through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Milan are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Numero 21. Viene sostituito con il numero
Rabiot.
11. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now there's a fine ball. Incoming to... It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
4 extra minutes added on. Leris. But that has been slung wide. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Well, this is surely their last chance. And that has been cleared.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 25.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And time is up. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. Gonzalez gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, his blistering pace, Peter, means that he'll always be a threat, and he'll be looking to make use of it at every opportunity. His unpredictability is also a major asset. Defenders never quite know whether he's heading for the byline or a quick change, and you see him cut inside.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So it's away we go then. That's a throw. Another throw-in. Ramon. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Thuram. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 7° minuto numero 13.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Paz. Baturina. Oh, no joy this time. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Costa Curta. Aldair. Over to the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Caresses it through. Chance, surely! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Diego Carlos. Played out to the right. That is good strength. And it's Bacciorina. Ambitious ball. Terrific header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bacciorina actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gonzalez. And it's Bacciorina. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the key defender on that occasion. Aldair. And Gonzalez. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Threads one in, Bacciorina.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
All the way through, so back it comes. Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gonzalez is in a really good position out wide. He's Gonzalez!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shoots! And that should get the job done. Paz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Bacciorina. It's a promising position. That's good play. Cross goes in there. And it's claimed by the keeper. Del Piero.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Paz. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Paz is onto this. And the finish! Thuram. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Assegnato al 44esimo minuto, numero 11.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Oh, played right into his path. Ambrosini. Gonzalez. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nice looking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Milan get the ball rolling in the second half. Davids to Osimhen, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter. Ambrosini, Gonzalez. Baturina, looking to play him in. And it's Baturina. Looking for options for... Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Gonzalez. Ambrosini. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Paz. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Gonzalez. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.514
Costa
spettatori.
Curta. And it's Ambrosini. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Really fierce, close defending. Gonzalez. Diego Carlos and Ramon. Now this could be a chance. Milan claim it back to much approval. Cristiano Ronaldo. And they can counter here. Davids. And it's Del Piero. Played out to the left flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he stop it? Oh, he's been caught napping! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Del Piero picks it up out. Osimhen! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Osimhen clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
99. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Ramon. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a good ball out wide. Knocks it into space. And the flag has stayed down. Shot could be on. Out to the right.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Probing pass. Ramon tries to clear. Paz.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a promising position. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this.
Takes a shot! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan making consecutive changes here. Filippo Inzaghi to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Can he get on the end of this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pass somewhat off target. Head out towards the right wing. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Del Piero voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time, has that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
So we're up and running. That's an imaginative pass. Kvaratskhelia is in a really good position out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Now it's Gonzalez. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can clear it away. And smartly reclaimed. Kvaratskhelia.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's through here. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Del Piero. Kvaratskhelia. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Del Piero. Shevchenko is herring after that one.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's beautifully weighted. Has a shot! Played out to the right, and he's picked it up out wide. Filippo Inzaghi. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's run loose here. Kvaratskhelia. Rabiot. And Gonzalez. Barella. And here's Shevchenko. Kvaratskhelia. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's picked his way through. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shevchenko is onto it in a flash. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's a promising position. Barella. That's Rabiot. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Rabiot. To Barella. Del Piero. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Kvaratskhelia. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
That's a throw. Barella. Costa Curta. And Kvaratskhelia. Del Piero. And the counter is on. Barella. And Kim Min-jae. Milan looking to pass their way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he spark a counter here? Chance! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Del Piero. Distributed tidily. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, no joy this time. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Gets into some space. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was a given, it always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now he's off and running. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Inzaghi. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And it's Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
A header! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rabiot.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Flings in across. Defending of the desperate variety.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Del Piero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Shevchenko. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Shevchenko. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Kvaratskhelia picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a healthier respect for this opposition now.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.